good king Wenceslas last looked out on the feast of Stephen. Well, I'm not sure exactly when the feast of Stephen is, but today it is Sunday, December 15th, a week before the winter solstice, actually less than a week before the winter solstice, and just over a week before Christmas 2013, and we're at the Unitarian Church of Montreal, and we're looking out on snow that is relatively deep, definitely crisp, and quite even. So we're going to be talking about Unitarian Universalist snow jobs today. And in fact, there's a snow job right over here. There's a snow job on the so-called wayside pulpit of the Unitarian Church of Montreal. I like to call it the wayward pulpit, because often what is posted here is a misleading snow job, to be polite, or complete unadulterated bullshit, to be less than polite. So here we have the wayside pulpit of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, also known as the wayward pulpit of the Unitarian Church of Montreal. Of course, one can refer to the pulpit of a hypocritical Unitarian Universalist minister as a wayward pulpit as well. And actually, when I do use the term wayward pulpit, I also think in terms of the pulpit of various outrageously hypocritical Unitarian Universalist ministers, such as Reverend Ray Drennan, Reverend Dr. Victoria Weinstein, yes, even Reverend Diane Rollard here in the Unitarian Montreal, unfortunately, has a quite wayward pulpit in that what she preaches in her sermons, what she posts to the newsletter of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, does not always align very well with her other words and actions. And we will look here at this slogan, this saying actually, this quote from Ferenc Dávid, Francis David, Unitarian minister, 1520 to 1579. And he is saying, we need not think alike to love alike. This is almost a creed, if you wish, of Unitarian Universalism. Although they claim to be creedless, they nonetheless post sayings, principles, and so on that pretty well amount to what a creed is. Because a creed is simply a formal statement of belief, and when you repeatedly post something like this, we need not think alike to love alike, and you basically use it to represent your religious community, then it's effectively a creed, more or less. It's certainly a claim of what you believe, and here we are in front of the wayward Unitarian Church of Montreal, which has this mess in front of it today. This mess, by the way, has been here now for some weeks, hasn't been cleaned up. But then that's not unusual for the Unitarian Church of Montreal to be very, very slow to clean up the messes in front of its church. My mess has been in front of the church since May of 1998, and they haven't done a very good job of working to clean it up. Although they've tried to get rid of me in various ways, and they were successful for 1 year. But 1 year out of 15 years, that's like 14 years worth of protesting. So anyway, back to this and snow jobs. We see the snow coming down here. We see the snow on the shrubbery, as it were, and we see snow deep and crisp and even all around. This right here, we need not think alike to love alike, is very often a snow job. In other words, it's a fraud. It's a lie. It is a facade put up by Unitarian Universalists to make themselves look good, when in fact, when people disagree with things that definitely should be disagreed with, when I don't think alike about Reverend Ray Drennan falsely and maliciously labeling an interreligious event that I organized as a cult, well, Unitarian Universalists do not love alike. When I don't think alike with Reverend Ray Drennan's assessment of my revelatory religious experience as being a psychotic experience and one which demands immediate professional help, and I expressed disagreement about the abusive and intolerant manner in which he expressed that thought of his. Unitarian Universalists don't respond in a very lovable manner. And of course, just Reverend Ray Drennan's thinking, which is not alike with my thinking, is hardly loving, is it? And we could go on and on and on about that. There's no shortage of examples where Unitarian Universalists do not think alike with people, and they express their disagreement in a manner that is anything but loving. In fact, it can be hateful, it can be slanderous, it can be defamatory, it can be malicious, it can be verbally and psychologically abusing, and so on. I think we're going to keep this relatively short. We're coming up to 6 minutes here. So on that note, we're going to wind up this little discussion of Unitarian Universalist snow jobs here in front of the Unitarian Church of Montreal on Sunday, December 15th of 2013, and begin our little protest showing that we do not think alike. And yes, a little bit of tough love for the Unitarian Church of Montreal on December 15th of 2013. That's it for now.